Hello friends, this is Kevin aka K-Man1 coming at you with another episode of Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. In the last episode, we entered ourselves into a flight competition in hopes of recruiting a new team member, and we stole the roster for the flights such that we might sabotage some of the enemy teams. And in this episode, we're going to be doing just that and sabotaging stuff, which is very, very fun. And I enjoy these upcoming missions very greatly. Though I will say, this is when missions start getting, like, really, really involved. So.
Looks like hard-partying Team Iceland has already gone to sleep. Time to borrow one of their Viking helmets.
Why do you need me? Just have Sly pick the lock to the door and steal the thing.
This is a delicate business. We're trying to frame Team Iceland for a crime they haven't committed. If there's any evidence of their door being forced, people might believe that they're innocent.
Man, you've gotten devious over the years. So, how are we supposed to get inside?
There are some sewer pipes beneath town that should connect up with the ventilation system of the hotel. Sly scrounged a raft for the trip, but be careful. Other pilots have caused trouble down there in the past, and the Baron is sure to have set up some security.
I get to row a boat? Nautical!
Now, when I say that the missions get a little bit involved from here, what I basically mean is there are going to be multiple phases to upcoming missions, and it's really only for this chapter, if my memory is serving me properly. But there's a lot of switching between characters and accomplishing different mission objectives. But anyways, now we are rowing a boat, which is, as Murray said, quite nautical. And so basically you're just going to want to mash the X button in order to move, and then steer with the left analog stick. Simple as that. And so right at the beginning there really isn't going to be much in your way. There will be these currents right here, which will push you along, but nothing that can actually damage you. And now there are mines. So basically the big things you're going to need to worry about is don't hit the mines, because then you'll take damage. And upcoming, there are going to be like currents which will kind of half force you into mines, or you're going to have to row really hard in order to fight against the current and avoid them. Basic stuff like that, but nothing overly difficult. And you don't really have to mash super hard in order to get decent speed with your rowing, but I don't know. I probably consider good button mashing speeds to be quite different from other people, because I've spent my whole life playing video games and having like different button mashing challenges and stuff. Like especially in stuff like Mario Party, where you just gotta button mash insanely hard against other people. So me being competitive with my brother and some other friends of mine forced me to get really, really good at button mashing when I was young. So yeah. And I keep saying so yeah, and it's like half of me wants to stop, but the other half of me has made it into like a catchphrase. So, and this one's a little bit tricky, but yeah. I want to stop saying so yeah, but I also kind of don't. It's weird, I know, but hey, if I'm known for one thing, it's not having any clue what in the world I'm talking about, and making it sound kind of smart in the interim. So, hopefully, that will apply in this particular juncture. Probably not. So now, we are going to be sneaking through this area. And basically, if you touch anything, then you will fail. It's that simple. Fortunately, it is pretty easy to avoid everything. But if you touch basically anything, it will be a complete loss. So just gotta be careful about it, and you shouldn't run into any problems. And fortunately, collision detection for stuff is very, very good in this game, so you won't run into something unless it actually looks like you are. And there's not like hidden hitboxes or anything like that that you need to be concerned about. So good mechanics make missions like that very, very easy. So now we are going to be running back across the same platforming segment, and I don't understand why there are mines in the water here, because, I mean, Sly can't swim anyways, so, it's not like he'd be like, oh, I can just swim through.
Sorry, pal. The valve
I guess from a security
position.
standpoint, it kind of
You
makes
need to
sense, but
escape
from a
through another
gameplay standpoint,
tunnel.
it's just like, why
Fear
bother
not.
putting mines
Murray
there?
has an unnatural sense of direction.
Anyways, we are taking a new path towards the exit place. And now there are moving mines, which is gonna be great. And by great, I mean annoying. Actually, kinda gotta maneuver at what turning, please. Okay. Gonna wait this one out because I don't want to get caught in a bad situation. And so now you're just gonna want to mash super hard through and then mash super hard through. Pretty simple and straightforward, but now that the mines are moving, it is a little bit of a different monster. Not anything really, really challenging, but you know, you gotta be more concerned about your timing and your positioning than before. And so now you're basically going to want to take the current up until the very, very end, in which case you are going to want to dodge that mine. But you probably pretty much picked up on the whole don't get blown up thing already without me having to tell you, because getting blown up is not something you ever really want to do in a game. Sometimes you want to blow up other stuff. That's actually a pretty common mechanic in a lot of games. Even in this one, because, you know, bombs and what have you. But obviously getting blown up is not something very high on anyone's to-do list. And if it is on yours, then I'm sorry for ignoring your existence, but you're weird. You're weird if you want to get blown up, like in real life or in a video game. So, yeah, don't get blown up. Not fun for anyone.
Nice job. You really showed some finesse with those oars.
The Murray is, and always has been, finesse.
Yeah. You good to plant this helmet on the Belgian plane?
Can do, pal. Can do with a vengeance.
Oh, Murray, you and your power moves. So now we are going to be going forward, and the thing about Murray is the turnbuckle launch is an awesome move in Sly 2 that makes getting around as Murray very, very easy, and if I'm remembering correctly, it either doesn't exist in this game or it isn't available until very, very late, because I checked the ThiefNet shop once we first got into this area, and it's still not available, when it was like a second area power-up in the first game. Well, not the first game, the second game. So, yeah, if memory serves, then the turnbuckle launch does not exist, which makes navigation with Murray a little bit difficult. But he's still just such a fun character, and I am going to play him until they stop making Sly games. Or, like, you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean.
Belgium's prize plane strung up from the ceiling. It's held in place by these anchors. Destroy them and the plane should come crashing down.
Seems like these lasers might roast my hulking bulk.
True, you'll have to compact yourself using your ball move to travel safely beneath the laser grid.
Check.
You'll need to use your charged ball
Alright,
attack
so
to take out the anchors.
we are going to be
Go in
rolling
the
through
ball
here,
quickly tap
and
the
you gotta be careful of those.
to build up then strike.
And
Halfway there.
Bentley is giving the tutorial in the background, but basically you just want to smash these anchors by mashing the square button to build up some power. And now we are going to put the helmet onto the plane, and we are going to get out of here. Very, very awesome. And job complete. I guess it will be job complete until we're like out. There's the job complete. And I don't know if this spawns us back in the safe house. I'm pretty sure it might. I hope it does, because I don't feel like running back. Because the next mission is a Sly mission. But I don't know. Could be either way. I'm fine with cutting if I have to, but I'd really rather not if I don't have to. Okay, I am going to go ahead and... Actually, no. Fortunately, there's this mission right here that I can take care of. Very, very cool. I don't have to cut yet. I will eventually, but not yet. TM. I don't know. I don't know why that would be trademarked. Like, there's that one song that Uber Danger uses to, like, tease his next videos, but this isn't an Uber Danger video,
I've been
so...
working to get our hangar security devices online, and they're almost operational. Unfortunately, my internet pal Penelope heard a rumor that a rival air team might be stopping by to do mischief to our plane.
Mischief makers? Coming here?
If you could stand watch while I finish getting the systems online, that would be great.
Fear not, Brainiac chum. You'll be safe while my fists are on... duty.
Greetings, troglodytes! Didn't think I forgot about Mesa City, did you? I figure you joints let me smash up your aeroplane and we're even.
You and what army, dumb guy?
Army? Oh yeah? Okay, boys. I paid you up good enough. Time to crack some skulls.
Murray, you can't hurt Mugshot with your fists.
Alright, so now we are in a pseudo-boss battle against Mugshot, and like Bentley said, our fists will not deal any damage. So what you're going to want to do is use that specific trap right there. Nothing else will damage him. You can throw guards at him, you can, like, throw other stuff at him, and nothing is going to damage him besides this little device right here. So you just got to take advantage of that and basically wait out the cooldown. Fortunately, he doesn't actually attack you, it's just a bunch of guards that spawn and try to kill you, and guards are not a problem at all for Murray, so this phase is pretty easy if a bit time-consuming. Because basically you're completely time-gated, and there's nothing you can do to make it go any faster, other than like standing by the switch and hitting it the instant it comes up. So... yeah, kind of a boring mission if we're being completely honest, but fortunately each hit does about a fifth of his health, give or take, so it should only be one more if I am visualizing this correctly. And obviously, since there are a bunch of guards, there is ready health available to you, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit that, and Mugshot is down.
Right in the solar plexus. Don't think this is over, meatball. You're not untouchable. This is just the beginning of a really bad day.
Mugshot wasn't making idle threats. I'm reading multiple hostiles moving through the sewers toward our position. Fortunately, my security devices are almost online. I'll just have time for a quick test. Let's see,
Alright, so now we are going to have a pseudo tower defense game, and so basically you use these traps, and yeah, guards will be coming up in just a second, and you just use these traps in order to stop them from getting up and hitting the plane. And so fortunately, unlike other tower defense type games, if you let them through, then Murray will take care of them after not very long. But the plane doesn't have very much health, so you really do have to be careful about it and make sure you get as many guards as possible. So since the traps are gated by cooldowns, you basically just gotta stand by and knock them in, or like get rid of the guards as soon as you possibly can. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of not being able to play future missions. I mean, yeah, pretty much the only thing this is doing is preventing us from playing future missions, potentially. But, honestly, if you let them get very far in the early phases, then that's completely on you, because they do not come very quickly at all.
We stopped that group, Murray, but it looks like more are on the way, and they're packing explosives.
I don't know why they bothered with the cutscene there, because it's basically the exact same game. But now, since there are more spawning at a time, then you just gotta use more traps. It's simple as that. And he won't automatically announce when there are new guards coming through. And I don't know, there's really not much to it beyond don't let them get through. Like, there really isn't much in the way of gameplay to this particular segment of the mission, but there is more to come that is a little bit more interesting. And now they're going to be kind of spawning on both screens at the same time, but not like And nothing unmanageable. Okay. And just gotta do this. Sorry if I'm like a little bit quiet for the segment, but this sort of thing does require a little bit of focus in order to accomplish effectively. But I'm pretty sure we're near the end at this particular phase, maybe? Don't make a liar out of me, game. Halfway, okay. Not even close, really. But it's okay, because we are fearless, we are strong, we can press buttons with good timing. That's like the worst motivational speech ever, really. So, let's go ahead and... We're getting to use the last drops because I'm bad at switching between the screens, but I haven't been keeping count at all, so I don't know how close we are to being donezo. And just gotta smack that guy to the side, and that guy to the side, and burn that guy to a crisp. Smash that, well, laser that. And kill that guy, and that guy. And go ahead and let's just clear out that screen, hopefully completely, and I'm pretty sure that means we're done. Very, very nice. But is this mission over? Heck to the no. There is yet one more phase to this mission that we are about to get to in a second. So let's go ahead and let this happen.
Penelope, do you read me? Are you out there?
I read ya, Bentley.
This is sort of an awkward first face-to-face, but...
But your hangar is getting attacked by some traitorous, paid-off Black Baron goons. Don't worry, I won't let those honorless double-crossers hurt your team's plane.
Is your RC chopper operational?
Affirmative. It's deployed and airborne.
You're a heck of a woman.
I know. That's what my homepage says.
Alright, so that was our first actual encounter with Penelope. And she is definitely a favorite character of mine. Just because she's the tech girl. But anyways, the big thing is she is completely taking over RC missions. So from now on, if you are playing an RC chopper mission, then it is this girl, and I forget what the controls are for this. So you press X to drop your cable and R1 to fire your little boost rocket thingy. And there is a small cooldown on the boost, but it's not anything particularly challenging. So we are just going to be grabbing these guys as they spawn. I hope they spawn eventually. So we're just going to be grabbing these guys as they spawn, and you gotta grab and pull. Simple as that. And so like Bentley said in the background, in order to take out guys with more health, or in this case tanks, then you just gotta go in different directions, back and forth. Pretty straightforward. As far as controls for this versus controls for the RC Chopper in Sly 2, I don't particularly care for either RC Choppers, but I wasn't a big fan of Bentley in the previous game, and I prefer the core gameplay to the mini-games, as most Sly fans do. But stuff like this is a nice addition, in my opinion. I'm not, like, completely opposed to the existence of the alternate mission types. Because, for those of you who aren't aware, the alternate mission types are a pretty divisive topic in the Sly fanbase. Because there's some people who are just like, oh, it should just be like a pure stealth platformer game. I personally disagree, because variety is the spice of life, but then again, I am not any sort of expert game designer or anything, so what do I know? The answer is I know what I enjoy out of a video game. And that's really all that's important at the end of the day. Knowing what you want out of life. And by life, I mean entertainment. In my opinion, as long as a game is good, I'll play it. I don't care what the mechanics are. I don't know how much longer this mission is, to be completely honest, but I at least delivered on my promises of missions getting a lot more involved. in this chapter. Which is, I don't know, kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's basically going to mean each chapter is going to be like 6 or more episodes, depending, of course, on the length of the particular missions in question. But, I don't know, long episodes are fine. I'm going to try to keep, well, not long episodes, a lot of episodes are fine. And, can you go away? And sometimes the aiming for the grapple hook thing is a little dodgy, but it looks like we're done here. Very, very nice.
Those thugs deserved it. No one sells out the Black Baron and walks away scot-free.
Alright, and for some reason that is counted as a, well, I guess it was Murray that initiated the mission. But, anyways, I feel like this episode has gone on for a fairly good amount of time without any cuts, so I will go ahead and say that in this episode, we sabotaged the Belgian plane. I want to say it was Team Belgium's plane that we sabotaged. And we defended our hangar from multiple assaults. And in the next episode, we are going to sabotage the Iceland stuff, and then we're gonna take on the first round of the flying competition. So, see you guys then.
You talk and the secret stays between us. I am a thief after all. Keeping things quiet is what I do best.
Trust a band of thieves? Do I look chumpy to you? Your promises will be cold comfort when I'm pushing up the daisies with concrete overshoes.
If you talk, me and the gang will protect you. We're all in this together. You can count on us. You know our reputation.
The Black Baron is a big wheel. He'll roll all over us. Too many men he commands. We can't stop them. Too many to count.